honestly, the that girl trend and the main character trend, I feel like a lot of the times it puts more pressure on people to step outside of themselves and achieve the internet's aesthetic version of what being productive and being healthy and having a good relationship with yourself looks like. Hello my friends, and welcome back to not just another video, but quite possibly one of the best videos that I have ever created here on my channel. This video is going to be the video that finally teaches you how to become the coolest person you know. Well, this video and the 4 videos that is going to follow this video, because I am actually creating this into a series. Becoming the coolest person I know. Let's talk about it. What the heck do I actually mean by this? This is a concept that I actually started speaking about at the beginning of the year on my Instagram, and I've been overwhelmed with the response and feedback at how many people actually love this idea. So what is becoming the coolest person I know? Becoming the coolest person I know, or BTC pick, really is about building a better relationship with yourself. Now, I know. There's like 1,000 videos online all about self-love and self-care. But honestly, me personally, I don't resonate with a lot of these. I feel like self-love and self-care have become the process of chasing some kind of idealized aesthetic versus actually doing the inner work to build a better relationship with yourself. What BTC pick is, or becoming the coolest person I know, is really about redefining your own version of self-love, self-respect, self-admiration, and therefore self-care. It is really turning up the dial of that relationship that you have to yourself, not just going through the process or the motions of trying to do self-love in a way that is going to look good for Instagram or Pinterest, but actually really getting yourself to the point where you like yourself, you're proud of yourself, and therefore you respect yourself. Because honestly, when you start to respect yourself, everything in your life will change. You will take better care of yourself. You will stand up for yourself. You will have better boundaries. You will stick to the promises that you make for yourself, and you will be able to just ever so slowly push yourself outside of your comfort zone and go for the things that you know deep inside are going to make up the ideal life for you. So becoming the coolest person I know is really about redefining success, redefining happiness, redefining self-love, and redefining self-care. But honestly, if I could explain it in its most simple terms, it really is about becoming your own best friend. When you have a best friend and you really love that person, you probably look at them like they are the coolest person that you know. You admire them, you think they're hot, you think they're amazing, you champion them in everything that they do, and you're there for them when maybe they make a mistake or they just need someone to care for them. It's about building that kind of love and respect and relationship with ourselves. And a big key to this movement or this challenge is the self-admiration piece. Why we don't have respect for ourselves and therefore care for ourselves in the way that we should, like we would a best friend, is because we don't admire ourselves. And so becoming the coolest person you know is about defining what cool means to you. And I just want to interject here and say that there is no, idealized version of cool. Taking back the word cool, not making it an aesthetic, not making it a style, not making it a trend, but making it more about what is cool to you. What do you admire in human beings, characteristics, traits, hobbies, and we'll get into all of that at a later stage of this video and of this series, but really defining what is cool for you and becoming that person, or recognizing that you already are that person so that you can start admiring yourself, loving yourself, taking care of yourself, and hashtag living your best life, which I know is so cliche to say, but isn't that the pursuit of what we're all trying to do here? I also want to talk about what BTC pick, or becoming the coolest person I know, is not. BTC pick and becoming the coolest person I know is not another trend like the main character trend or the that girl trend. I know that I've personally spoken about these things on my channel here before, but honestly, the that girl trend and the main character trend, I feel like a lot of the times it puts more pressure on people to step outside of themselves and achieve the internet's aesthetic version of what being productive and being healthy and having a good relationship with yourself looks like. If you think about the that girl trend, there literally is a checklist of things things that you almost need to do in order to be that girl. What BTC Pick is really defining your own version of what success and happiness actually looks like. I've been so amazed at the things that people have been tagging me on Instagram when they are doing this BTC Pick movement or challenge or mantra, whatever you want to call it. But I've seen so much variation in how people have taken this idea and run with it. Yes, there have absolutely been people out there who've been challenging themselves to try new hobbies and new styles, but I've also seen people embracing this by embracing their creative side or their nurturing side. I've seen people tagging me in them painting, reading, meditating, spending time with family and friends. Becoming the coolest person you know is not about checking off something to make sure that you are doing all the things that you need to do in order to be taking care of yourself or to be that girl. It's really about reconnecting with exactly who you are and what is going to feel good for you on the inside. So the reason why I actually created this, just to give you a little bit of a backstory, was, over the course of running my business and being a creator here online and just living my life over the past 5 or 6 years, there were so many moments where I got so disconnected from myself and therefore lost a lot of my confidence. I was always trying to fit myself into somebody else's version of success, or I was trying to become who I thought I needed to be taken seriously as like a business mentor or as a content creator. I was trying to fit myself into who I thought I needed to be in relationships. And slowly and surely over time, there was a slight deterioration of my connection to myself and therefore also my identity. And so when I actually was then in lockdown by myself, I had a lot of time to really think about the fact that I really didn't know who I was or what I needed to make myself feel proud of myself, admire myself, and therefore take care of myself to live the best life I could. So I ended up going on this journey and this process, which I will be talking through all of the different things that I've done throughout this series so I can help empower you to find your own version of BTC Pick. But I went on a journey of figuring out exactly who I always was and who I wanted to be, and then challenging myself to implement these things in my life with different hobbies, different mindset shifts, and different habits, which again, I will be sharing with you how to do this throughout the entire series here. But slowly but surely over time, I really started stepping into this energy of, I actually love myself. Like, I don't love myself theoretically because I'm doing all of the self-care practices online. I actually look at myself and I think, holy shit, I'm actually cool. Like, I feel good about myself. And what this has allowed me to do is go into different social situations or show up online in a different way, because we always struggle with this fear of judgment. What's everybody thinking of us? And that stops us from doing so many different things in our life. Whereas what BTC Pick actually does is allow you to go into situations of being like, people, maybe they're judging me. Maybe they're judging me for what I'm wearing or how I'm working out in the gym or how I'm showing up online. But you know what? I love myself. I'm proud of myself. I think I'm cool, and therefore what other people think really doesn't matter. So that's what I mean when it just helps you to shift your confidence in a way that you may have not experienced before. It helps you to just dilute those inner mean girl thoughts or those constant fears that everybody is thinking negatively of you. Because when you truly do think positively of yourself, when you truly do think that you are the coolest person that you know, everything else will shift for you and you'll be able to show up in such a different way. And that's what happened for me. I started pursuing, like I said, different hobbies, different mindset shifts, different routines, different structures, different ways of thinking. It got to the point where I got so many people commenting on my shift in energy or how my vibe has changed, and I knew that I had to really assess what had gone on here, this journey that I'd been on, and share it with everybody else, because at the end of the day, it really, really did change my life. It changed my happiness, my relationships, my business, and every single thing around me. So I know you might be thinking, okay, this all sounds absolutely amazing. I am ready to become the coolest person I know, but where do I even start? What do I do? Don't don't worry, that is exactly what this 5-part video series is going to be all about. I'm going to help you become the coolest person you know. It is totally unique and personal to you, and I'm going to be walking you through all of the different things that you need to do in order to become the coolest person that you know. First, we're going to be starting with how to find the inspiration, how to connect with your inner child, not just go on social media and have that dictate to you what is cool, but actually connect with your intuition and your inner child and those early thoughts of inspiration that you had, so that you can start really thinking about what is cool for you, what is admirable for you. Such a big part of the Becoming the Coolest Person I Know challenge is all about challenging yourself. You know, there's this concept that's floating around the internet about just step into the next level version of yourself, quantum leap into the next level version of yourself, act as if you are the next level version of yourself. And while I think it's good in theory, I think it misses the little steps that we need to take to acclimatize to getting there. And so what the Becoming the Coolest Person I Know challenge is all about is taking that inspiration and figuring out a way to just every day step outside your comfort zone a little bit more and step into, not just wake up one day and be, but step into that coolest version of yourself. Then we're going to be going through and talking about the mindset shifts that you actually need to be the coolest person that you know. It's not very cool to constantly wake up every single day and talk negatively about yourself or to feel bad about yourself. And so how can you actually shift those inner thoughts, and what are those mindset habits that you can actually adopt to feel much cooler about yourself, to admire yourself, to respect yourself more? And then finally, we're going to be talking about all of the different little rituals and routines that you can adopt to really take this Becoming the Coolest Person you know concept and change your life over the next 6 months. I'm really excited about this because not only am I going to be doing this 5-part video series here on YouTube, I am actually also going to be opening a free Vibely group for anyone that did want to just come together and participate in this challenge as one. I want to see pictures of you guys challenging yourself. I want to see everyone talking about all the different things that have happened, all the different shifts that have happened, all the little resources and tools and techniques that are helping them become the coolest person I know, because I've been loving seeing it on Instagram, but I want to bring everyone together in a more conversational style place. I am actually going to be opening a Becoming the Coolest Person I Know, or BTC Pick Vibely group, where I'm going to be running regular challenges and conversations. So if you did want access to that group, you can sign up using the link below. This challenge, this concept, this series is going to really help you to build a better relationship with yourself, to not get so overwhelmed with what the internet is telling you you need to be in order to love yourself, in order to be successful. It's all about redefining your own version of success. When I was trying to be someone I wasn't, when I was trying to be what the internet was telling me I needed to be in order to be successful, I was honestly so lost. When I truly became the version of myself that I knew I always was, and stepping into the version of myself that I knew I could always be, everything changed in my life, and I cannot wait to share this work with you a little more, because you are the coolest person that I know. We are all the coolest people going around. It's all about just recognizing that for ourselves. I'm so excited about this series. If you want to join us in the Vibely group, then please do use the link in the description to be sent access to that group. I love you so much. I'm so excited about this, and I will see you in the next video all about finding inspiration and connecting to the coolest person you know.